whether we ought to tell our million listeners who we are.
All right.
So I can be John Allsop and you can be...
I'll be John Pattison.
Fair enough.
That's all right.
So what you have been doing is the Beach Hut thing.
Beach Hut Theatre Company.
So tell me about Beach Hut Theatre.
Beach Hut Theatre Company. We've been going in Scarborough since 2007.
Mm-hmm.
And we put shows on in Scarborough.
And what are you working on right now?
Right now, we're working on a play by Alison Watt called Love When It's Brass, which is a comedy about a wedding that goes awry.
And that's all you've said about it.
Yeah.
And I know you're trying to keep things quiet,
Yeah.
or keep the surprises within it.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like there needs to be something more tempting.
More tempting, right?
To
you know,
why
should
anyone come and see this?
Because it is, as with any, wedding that's not fictional.
Mm-hmm.
The whole point is that emotions are running high. The potential for disasters and things to go wrong are enormous.
It's perfect.
It's
a perfect setup.
And also, people look very nice at a wedding. They tend to. Yeah. I mean, that's a big part of what we're doing on this one. We're having because one of the things about Beach Hut is we've got no funding, so we try and do it on a shoestring. But obviously, at a wedding, one of the things people like to see is beautiful dresses with Swarovski crystals and guys in nice morning suits.
Mm-hmm.
So at the risk of doing a little plug here for some.
Oh, you've been given stuff by local companies.
We've been given stuff by local companies.
Go on then, quickly name them.
Well, we got the Wedding Room.
Oh yeah.
Which has given us
Bar Street.
Yeah. Which has given us, well, there's a loan that hasn't given us. Yeah. We have to give them back. But has loaned us a beautiful wedding dress and maid of honour's dress.
Try not to spill red wine down it and so on.
That's right. Yeah. And Wedding Bells, which is on Dean Road. They've supplied the outfits for the groom and the father of the bride.
Mm-hmm. I'm bored now. Tell me the other one.
Louise
really
Flores, very quickly.
Okay.
Louise Flores have done the buttonholes, which are actually a really important part of the whole thing.
Fabulous.
But it's the way that a wedding looks is important because we need the detail for the wedding to be authentic, for then the humour to come out when things do go wrong. Because you need, it needs to be true to life.
Okay.
Mm.
And it's an original thing that's obviously written from scratch, and you are the music man.
I did the music, yeah.
So it's an original score as well.
It's an original score, but we're doing it twice. I think it's part of Coastival, which is the weekend of the 19th and 20th of February.
Mm-hmm.
And for that one, we're doing it at 3 locations. The Stephen Joseph Theatre in the McCarthy is the first bit, which is the wedding reception.
Right.
And the second bit, we're actually in because the second part of the play is set in a car park of the hotel. We're actually in the Palm Court Hotel residence car park.
Is that the little multi-story thing, or is it the outside bit?
It's multi-story, but it's the bit down from the bit that the public go. Don't worry, there will be people in high-vis jackets to guide the eager public down to the location.
Okay.
And that's on the 19th, but on the 20th is the last part. The denouement of the play happens in the gardens outside the town hall, where you find out how it's all going to turn out.
So it's Saturday, like lunchtime-ish.
Saturday 1 o'clock at the Stephen Joseph.
Yeah.
And then 3 o'clock at the Palm Court, and then you have to wait a whole 24 hours. Well, 22, because it's 1 o'clock the following day at the gardens where we're going to meet. Hopefully the weather's going to be lovely. But even if it's not, we've been practicing. We're like athletes in training. We've been practicing in all weathers so that we can,
And how many people are involved in it?
It's the biggest one we've done for Beach Hut. There's 9, cast of 9.
Wow.
And
you have been practicing this. I mean, you've been working on this because I've been watching the Facebook page, and I'm kind of curious about. Obviously, you do it for love. Everybody does it for love. As you say, there's no funding in it. But there's a hell of a lot of time and effort goes into it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's but I guess that's it. You do it for love, or I mean, is there a thought that perhaps, you know, it might turn into a classic and go to Broadway and that kind of thing?
Well,
or, you know,
there's always that hope. There's always that. Yeah, I mean, of course, if you do something original.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I don't know in the case of this. Personally, I think it's a great play.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's very funny. I think it's funny because it is so true to life. You know. And yeah, there is always that hope. But yeah, we do it because we love it, and we do it more so. I mean, Ali has written the play, and for me, because my role is kind of production manager and yeah, doing the music and the musical director, if you like. But it's about doing plays that we would like to see.
Right.
So we write what we would like to see.
Okay.
And what we think, you know, what we hope that people would like to see. You know, plays that are actually relevant to people in Scarborough. You know, that's a really important part of what we do. You know, it's plays about them. Historically, all the stuff we've done. I mean, the first play we did, Life's a Beach, which was set in a guest house in Scarborough. And then we did Pull for the Shore, which was a play set in Scarborough, kind of ghost story about, you know, lifeboat accident. You know, it's stuff that we hope is relevant to people, and certainly everyone everywhere gets to experience weddings, but this is a very particular Scarborough wedding.
Right.
You know.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, it does have a universal quality to it.
I did see Life's a Beach, and that was excellent. It was really good.
Well, thank you.
Cool. So, in terms of kind of practically, and just your role in the whole thing, you're playing music throughout. Are you doing it live, or are you doing it?
It's going to be live.
Is it kind of recording?
Yeah, for me, a lot of the time, my professional career in theatre, a lot of the stuff, just partly because of time constraints, and because you've been moving on to the next project, a lot of what I've done has been recorded. So the stuff for Beach Hut, more and more now, I'm trying to make everything live. So that for the Coasterville performances, partly for practical reasons, we've got to move very quickly between venues, between locations. I'll be playing guitar.
Cool.
Which is, you know, something that people don't see very often. So I've been practicing. And so I'm writing one score for guitar for the Coasterville one, but then we're presenting it at the library as a more conventional play.
Okay.
In a conventional setting, we've got I've got to give another plug here, but this is a really good plug. Maddie Venus, who's a student at Yorkshire Coast College on a foundation art degree, has designed a set for us. She's done basically 3 different sets for the 3 different locations, but
right.
it's a kind of stylized, very exciting set of canvases that she's done, which are mounted as part of the set, and that we're going to be doing at the library. In the concert room, which is kind of our spiritual home, if you like, where we rehearse at the library, and also we do a lot of our productions at the library, and that's the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th of March, cool. 2011. Be there.
Cool. And these are not free. The Coasterville ones are not free.
No.
Was it £7?
It's £7. £7
for all 3 bits.
And then we have concessions of £5 for students and
cool.
You know, people who get concessions.
Fabulous. Ready?
So yeah,
we can probably end there, can't we?
We can. Look, I'll show you. Look there. Look. Hey, come and see that. That's a little flyer. You can get one of these in the street. You might see us out on the street.
Fair enough.